If I fight, that put them in damn danger. So I'm about to do what Wilson said, leave. I'm shooting some shit. So
yeah,
that's how I feel.
That's real.
Shut up, Wilson. This nigga know every stutter, every damn shit. He pick up on the shit. The audience ain't even pick up on shit. Where you whine at? That's the question. Wilson, you. Nah, bro, not I said Wilson. Boy, that's all you drunk, boy.
Hey man, y'all ready to move on to the big topic about
Hey, let's get it going.
Hey, you got your boy standing by?
Y'all better damn have some feelings.
Yeah, we gotta let him in.
Can we play the video first, or y'all want to let him in first?
Let him in first.
Oh, he in this bitch now. What up?
What's going on, y'all?
Damn, where you got your change from? No, I'm just fucking with you. I said, where you got your change from? I'm just fucking with you. Real quick, I'm about to share the screen. Real quick. And
you let him introduce yourself first. So
yeah,
then we'll start.
What's going on, man? It's your boy Michael Bez, man. Oh, am I good? Am I good though?
Yeah, you good. You
All
good.
right. Hey, what's going on, man? Michael Bez, man. Upcoming artist right now. Not too much going on at the moment. Let's just get straight to the topic, man.
All right, I'm about to real quick. I'm about to play the video real quick, and I'm about to change my battery out of my camera, so y'all ain't gonna see me for like a quick second.
Hey, Hammond, play both videos, or we just discuss. Nah, we'll discuss one video first, I guess.
All right, here it come.
Boosie, all the people got something to say. Jay Boogie, I thank you because you allow the conversation to keep going forward. Because you know what? You might not have the answer today. I don't have all the answers, but we're growing from all these conversations. So I thank everybody for even hating and starting those conversations, because those conversations are starting other conversations that we need to have, and that's happening out there. So I don't hate when I'm dealing with people, when I'm dealing with life and death. It's people in the transgender community that are getting killed. It's kids that are murdering themselves. They're hanging themselves. They're killing themselves because you know what? Some symbol is acceptance. Some symbol is unconditional love. It's not being given to these kids. Mm-hmm. And I'll be damn if my child gonna be that person because of some symbol is me supporting who you are.
The information that comes out about, black transgender, it's so sad. And
all right, that was that part. Just a part of the clip.
Yeah, I want to talk about that or fucking discuss. Play the other one or talk about it?
Show the next clip too. Show the next clip. Because it had cut out.
That one cut out?
Yeah, it cut out. I mean, it wasn't you. You good.
At those things. It's not my job to change who you are, Brandon. It's not my job to tell Fred, you're not like that. You don't like that. It's not my job to tell me you don't like something. If you come to me and say, Dad, I like this, or Dad, I am this, now it's my job to sit down with you and understand where you're coming from, who you are, because you're different than me at this point. And now I need to educate myself and get knowledge on, okay, let's sit down and let's go over these things. Let's talk about this because I don't know. I come from a different school. But it's not the only school in town. So it's my job to understand that as a parent.
Nigga,
you got one
serious?
way of doing things, that's for you. But your kids need more.
All right, guys, let's elaborate on that.
Can I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
If I'm not mistaken, I was missing for like most of the video and was playing out Shane's battery. But he's just talking about, saying how he changed the sex of his son to a female, right?
Well, he's talking about it. They having that discussion, you know what I'm saying, when that do happen, because his son, daughter, wants that to happen.
Shim.
Bro, what is the podcast, bro? We can't do that, bro.
My bad. I apologize for anybody I offend and things like that. But I'm gonna tell y'all why. All jokes aside. So the way I feel about that situation, keep in mind I don't have kids, so my decision or opinion can change, and I'm not an expert in the subject in no matter way, shape, or form. But only thing I say about stuff like that is I feel like you should give a kid time to grow and understand more about themselves in life before you make some type of decision like that. Like I feel like a lot of celebrities just do shit because they can. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying? Let's say hypothetically, you know what I'm saying, one of our kids or even us growing up would say some shit like that, bro. We ain't got the money or time, you know what I'm saying, our parents to even acknowledge some shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying, if you feel like that, you know what I'm saying, okay, I'm gay, I do this, and then third, I'm a homosexual, that's cool. You know what I'm saying, I have homosexual friends, this and that and third. But the fact that you changing someone's gender when they're that young, you know what I'm saying, that's the same reason you can't get tattoos when you're young, because your brain hasn't fully developed to understand like what you truly like or what you want. That's why they don't let you get your tattoo when you're that young. You know what I'm saying? Or you can't even get your ears pierced when you're that long because you don't know the fuck you want because you're a kid. You can't make an adult a decision. You know what I'm saying? So let's say hypothetically, by the time, if that would be my kid, I would say, okay, wait till you 18 or 21 to make that decision. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know what I'm saying, that's a life-changing decision. You know what I'm saying? That's something big that you should even make. Like, at what point do we stop kids from like, okay, you know what I'm saying, just because this is the right thing to do, or we think kids, not saying they have an opinion, but have like, you know, knows what best for them. At what point do we stop them from doing stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? Like at that point, if you let a kid do that shit, you may as well let them file your taxes. You can talk to your kid and you be like, hey man, I'm thinking about quitting my job and stop this business. You grab your 8-year-old kid and be like, what do you think I should do, kid? You know what I'm saying? What do you think I should file on my taxes? You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that, because they bring the same reason you won't ask your kid to do stuff like that, the same reason you shouldn't let them do stuff like that, because their brain hasn't fully developed. They don't know exactly what they want in life. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know what I'm saying, people change your opinions, they experience life. You're like, never mind, bro, I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like you talk to 11-year-old me, you know what I'm saying? When I was 11-year-old, and most 11-year-olds, they want to be a doctor, a fucking fireman, a police officer, or some shit like that. But then we got older, like, bro, I understand the world better. I don't want to be a police officer. I don't want to be a fireman. I don't want to be a doctor. Probably because I can't, because I ain't smart enough. But you know what I'm saying? We don't want to do that. We understand how the world works now. But then nowadays, I feel like, especially celebrities, they give like kids more opinions on stuff like that. I really think that, you know what I'm saying, I know every feeling matter, and I'm not saying that the way our parents raised us was the right way. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you too young to be depressed. Shut the hell up and go in the room. I'm not saying necessarily that's the right way, but this ain't the right way either. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, what do you think about A, B, and C? Now you got them making big decisions before they're old enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, if he get like 18 and he regret his decision, you let him do that shit just because you had the money and time to do some stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's my opinion on that. I don't really think that, you know, I think we should give kids time to develop and understand. So at 18 to 21, they decide, okay, well, this is what I want to do because of A, B, and C. I understand the world a little bit better. Then you can do that. Fine.
Hey, man, look. So what if I tell you your child didn't make it to see 18 or 12 or 14 because of your child was suicidal and thought the world was against them and thought their dad or mother did not want to see that in their lives, and they already know in their mind that that's what they want to do, but they're not getting supported by the back end of their mother and their father or family or the community, and they just feel it's 2021. Kids are more sentimental now. So what if they don't make it to see that point? What do you say about that? Because now your whole thing is.
It's a lot of shit I can say about that. One, let's say hypothetically Bryson hit you up 2 years later. He say we want to get married. You gonna sign off on his marriage certificate? You gonna pay for his wedding?
Nah, I ain't paying for his wedding.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. You're not gonna let you like, bro, you a child, you still don't know what you're doing. So if the world attacks him for something that he want to do, all I can do is support him and say, okay, just wait till like, you know, say you're 18 and we can better understand it. You know what I'm saying? But I can't control what the world do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same thing for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like what if be like, bro, I don't like your haircut. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm about to bully you. It's the same thing. So you're gonna say, well, damn, man, I should have let him have a certain haircut, because my job is not to worry about what the world do. It's to try to take care of me and my own. You know what I'm saying? So my job is to take care of my son or daughter if I had one. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they good. Because my job is like, okay, I'll support you for everything you do, but I want to make sure you understand what you're doing. And at this age, you cannot understand what you're doing. Same reason they can't go to war. Same reason they can't get jobs. And same reason we don't ask them for certain stuff in the household. You don't be like, yeah, man, me and my mama was arguing. Me and your mama was arguing for a minute. You know what I'm saying? What do you think I should do? This nigga say play Gabba Gabba or some shit like that. You don't even know what the fuck that is. It's like a child show. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't understand. They're just doing the best they understand for what they understand in the world. You You know what I'm saying? Only thing they can speak on the stuff they experience. So for to ask them to do something such life changing, that's like right now, if whoever have kid, they got a 13-year-old kid or 12-year-old kid to say, I want a tattoo on my face. What would you say? You don't know the fuck you talking about because you're a child. Now, if you get older and you want a tattoo, you better understand how a tattoo works. Better understand how the world works and what type of jobs you can get with the tattoo on your face or the tattoo on your body. You'll be like, yeah, you can do what you want to. But as a kid, it's my job to damn raise you as best I can and make sure you don't make the same decisions I did, or even make decisions that I wouldn't do, because I've been older longer than you, and that's my job. That's my job as a guardian, to protect you for certain things. Because if at that point, if you understand, if you let people, kids choose them opinions and them sex change and things like that as a kid, then you may as well let, oh well, you can stay up at 1 o'clock at night. Good stuff happen at that, and nobody parent nothing good at 1 o'clock at night, but they don't know that. So as your parent, you're the adult. You had A, B, and C life experience to understand certain things. So you have to stop them from doing things like that. They might hate you or resent you from stuff like that. You support them and love them no matter what they do, but you stop them from making decisions. And if they became 18 or 21 and still make decisions, then you right behind them. Okay, now you better understand the world. Now you had a job. Now you've been to college. Now you've been to high school and understand how A, B, and C affects your life. Now I will let you do A, B, and C. And then thing is, at 21, you still got a lot of things to grow. But I feel like that's a better decision than 11 years old. Shit, it was a meme that's saying that damn, when I was a kid, I want to be a dinosaur or a dolphin. Are you gonna make your kid damn a dinosaur or a dolphin? Well, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna let you grow up and understand that situation better, right? But then you're not gonna let them nigga be a dolphin, a dinosaur. Not saying you could do some shit like that, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. And Ben, so how you feel about what Dwyane Wade said about just the situation at hand, about him facilitating his child and make sure they got the right resources and all that stuff like that?
All right, so just a disclaimer, I have nothing against whatever way lifestyle people want to live their life and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Just to throw that out there before I start speaking. However, I feel like what Dwyane Wade said was a cop-out of being a parent, because here's my thing. And I have 4 children, so if my son was addicted to drugs, I'm not going to get educated on the drug. I'm going to get educated on the help I can provide him to get better.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Real shit.
What Dwyane Wade, here's the thing about Dwyane Wade. Dwyane Wade lives a different lifestyle. He lives that Hollywood lifestyle. His wife is known in Hollywood. Yeah. That's a whole nother ritual type lifestyle within itself. As Josh said earlier, we don't have money to go out and go get what we want tomorrow. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But they do. They have so much money to the point where they got to find new things to get involved with. They already got the Lamborghini, so they ain't got to work for the Lamborghini. Next thing you know, I don't like this mole. Let me go cover up this mole. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the mind state that they fall into. Once you've accomplished everything that you wanted, what's next? Now you're starting to try to be picky and pinpoint certain things about yourself that you want to change, when in reality, you yourself is what got you to where you at to even be in that position. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like a kid is a kid. Like Josh said prior, when I was a kid, I wasn't thinking about sex. I wasn't thinking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about Sonic the Hedgehog, Sega Genesis, yo-yos. Y'all remember we used to have the yo-yos and then they banned those from school? The Pokemon cards got banned from school. Y'all remember the little bikes where you get flipped, like, you know what I'm saying, grinding on the pegs with the little hand?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But the thing is, it's an agenda being pushed.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? At this point. And we can pretend and accept, or this is the time when, if you say you're a real parent or you a real this or you a real that, this is the time we step up and prove that. Because all we're doing is furthering our destruction. In a sense, we know what's right, and like I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I was telling them, you know, at the end of the day, if we continue to go down this path, because it's sensitive, that's the thing. That's why people back away. It's kind of like talking about religion. You know, certain things are sensitive. However, right is right, wrong is wrong. Dwyane Wade child is what, 8 years old?
I thought he was like 11, but yeah, I see what
11?
11.
Preteen.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't even go through puberty yet, probably.
Yeah, he don't even know what he like.
But here's the thing: kids are like sponges, and they absorb whatever they're exposed to. You don't just wake up one day, hey, I want to be a girl. What about being a girl? Do you want to do? Or
She
vice
13.
versa?
He 13. She I don't. She's 13.
So
Oh man.
So the young man is 13. Because here's my thing. Here's the definition of woman in my eyes. Because we can't disrespect the women either.
True. That's true. True.
And unless your stomach cramps up, your hips start hurting once a month. Unless you can bring life into this world, you are not a woman. Point blank, period. And that's no disrespect to any of the guys who want to live that lifestyle, but you're not a woman. You're not. And we can't pretend. And here's the thing, like I said, it's a sensitive subject. So people want to dance around. No, I'm gonna approach it head on. You're not a woman. You have female tendencies because that's what you're inspired by, but you're not a woman. Women are strong human beings, and we can't pretend that these dudes are equivalent. They're not. You can get a surgery, but you cannot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Going in on this pod.
And it's no disrespect to their decisions. However, your decision don't dictate what I know. That's your decision. And I'm not going to persuade myself to lower my standards to accommodate your choices. You made that choice, you take what come with it. If I go outside and decide to grab a random girl's butt, whatever comes with that, whether it be a slap, a charge, or oh, that was cool, I assume that responsibility that comes with it. I can't get mad at the next person for not reacting to my decision the way I saw fit. And that's that goes back to the whole agenda thing. You know what I'm saying? If that's the lifestyle you want to live, be that. But here's what's happening though. It started back in the day. It started like probably 10 years ago. When I was growing up, if I did something wrong, I got my ass whipped.
Yeah.
Now, don't beat your kids. You know what I'm saying? Don't beat your kids. Don't instill discipline. Don't do this. You can barely do anything to your child. You know what I'm saying? And what it did was it lowered the standard and it took away some of our teaching tools. Now, if you turn on the TV, you don't see Barney and Yo Gabba Gabba like that. I mean, you see it, but it's not like it used to be. Now you see shows on Nickelodeon with two dads. Mm-hmm. What channels are our kids watching? Nickelodeon. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're introducing that stuff to us.
So now the kid, they're seeing this stuff and it's becoming normalized. This is becoming the new norm, but they're forcing it. But they're doing it slowly but surely. They're talking about creating gender classes in school. There's two different genders, male or female. Why do we need that class? You know if you're a boy, depending on how you take your piss. You know. You know what I'm saying? So why are they trying to create another lane? Now, mind you, back in the day, we barely got sex ed till we hit middle school. Yeah. Now they're trying to put gender in elementary. It's because they're trying to recruit them young. Oh, don't worry, you can be who you truly are. Well, if you being who you truly are, when you look down there, that's who you are. Everything else is a manipulation of the world around you. That's how, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your perception becomes reality at that point. If somebody tell you, yo, you tall. At some point, you're going to walk around, man, I'm tall. You ain't the tallest person, so you short to somebody. But it's all about the perception in the mind. I told my boys the other day, I was like, yo, I'm tall. I'm 5'4". You feel me? And I'm like, yo, I'm actually tall. Like, I know y'all laughing at shit, but look.
It's perception.
I'm like, bro, I'm 5'4", but I'm actually tall. Because it's all, you know, you have what they want to be called little people now. You have midgets, or you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my thing. You know, it is what it is with me. Like, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. You have short people in this world. I'm short to a 6-foot person, but I'm tall to a 4-foot person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But perception is telling me the standard man is this height. How could you say that, though? You know what I'm saying? What? Why do we pick standards for certain categories, but totally avoid
a little bit? So, like, what if your child like tells you, you know what I'm saying, everything you teaching them right, you teaching them everything you're supposed to do, you're doing everything you're supposed to do, but they're at a young age and they seeing all this stuff online, they seeing all this stuff on TV, and I mean going to school and seeing this stuff, and they just don't want to conform to how you want them to conform. Not saying, you know, you want them to change, but I'm saying, like, what do you do? What do you do for them? You know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of that is how you raise your kid. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what
like a lot of it. If you raise your kids to believe in stuff they see on TV, or not, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying like the stereotypic man or stuff like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, even when I was growing up, it just was a certain thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sexist and no shit like that. But like when you had family reunions and stuff like that, men went out there and they grilled. You know what I'm saying? And the females went out, they cooked in the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that one was more important or better than the other one, but like you start like seeing things and watching stuff from like your uncles and your dads, and you start wanting to move like that. I think that's more of it. So I think it's more of how you raise. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say hypothetically, they're okay, I want to do A, B, and C. But 9 out of 10, if they want to do A, B, and C, it's because they're not doing C, D, and E. You know what I'm saying? With the uncles and the dads and the stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, what got me into cooking, and y'all know I love to cook, it's just like my family. Like, the niggas was cooking outside. Like, they was drinking beers and cooking. I wasn't old enough to drink, but I could grill. And that's what got me into cooking. And as I got older, that I kept that like, okay, this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of develop of, you know what I'm saying, what you watch or what you hang around with, and not exactly what you necessarily want. Because as a kid, you don't necessarily know what you want. You just do what you're told or do what you're around.
All right, D, what you think about that, man?
Like, I don't know.
D been trying to get it out.
No, I ain't trying to get nothing out. Like, what Micro and what Josh was saying, hey, like, that's like the realest shit. Like, I've heard about the situation, because like when people bring up the situation, they always defending like, oh, they defend Dwyane Wade and be like, oh well, this is how like a father should be towards like a child supporting this decision, but they don't ever think about it like how like it's been expressed, like how they just said it. And like, cause like I kind of agree towards them, so like I don't want to like say my whole opinion, because they said everything that needed to be said about the situation. So I just agree with those who knows. You feel me? Because that's like some real shit. And I'm not gonna say like, I don't want to like put my opinion in there and say a whole bunch of shit, but like I agree with what they said. I'll leave it at that.
And just to reiterate, man, like I said, I have no issue with no choices. However, we have to let these kids be kids, and we have to remind these kids that they're kids. Children make children decisions. They decide whether or not they want a popsicle or a butter bar or whatever, you know, one of them nutty buddy bars. They don't make those decisions to what they're going to do to their body. And that's why we have age restrictions on certain things. Just like Josh said earlier. And at the same time, too, if my son or my daughter wanted to do something in general, and I knew from experience and from being a grown-up, that's not a good move, I'm going to educate them and tell them why. See, a lot of these issues can be solved by teaching your kids self-love.
Exactly.
If you think about it, like, I'll save that other topic for behind the camera type, you know, but, you know, self-love will take your child a long way. And guess what? If you're not teaching your kid constantly, they're being programmed constantly.
Exactly.
And go back to the whole Dwyane Wade situation. You have to understand that he's a celebrity. Some people idolize him.
And his job is to program other people.
And exactly. His job is to do what the guy who's giving him the $1 million checks is telling him what to do. Hey, you're going to let your son do this. and you gonna make other masculine men accept it because Dwyane Wade said that's how you're supposed to. No, that's not how you're supposed to do it. If you love somebody, right or wrong, you're gonna be by their side. However, you're gonna seek them guidance, or you're gonna lead them to a more righteous path. You're not gonna watch your son snort coke because you're trying to understand what coke does to him. You're gonna go get him help. You're gonna get him some rehab. Yeah. And if you're not, then you can't sit there and really say you love that person because you're sending them down a path of destruction. At the end of the day, you can't pick and choose what's good and bad. You know right and wrong, and it's not up to you to decide. All right, we'll let that slide, but I'll get him on this one. Like, how is that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tell my son not to smoke crack, but he can take heroin. Heroin, you know, it's like no. Right is right, wrong is wrong. It's all about it's all about holding yourself accountable as a parent. You got one job, you got two jobs in this world as men and women. To reproduce and to raise your children. You got two jobs, because what you don't do, somebody else gonna do. That's why a lot of people be like, "Oh, I didn't have my dad, so the streets raised me." Next thing you know, they're part of the whole genocide movement. It's like we have to step up as parents, and we have to reclaim control over our children.
Exactly.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
Because the agenda of those in higher powers that's running the country, that's the lifestyle they live.
Right.
If I wanted to do something, but I was kind of like, I don't know how other people would think, I'm going to try to talk other people into it. The more the merrier. All right, well, if I can get them to do it too, then it won't look that bad. It'll just look like the norm. You know, let me ask y'all a question.
What's up?
You know what I'm saying? Even the chat can answer this. What happens if all the men become women and vice versa?
Population.
I know. Damn, I hopped on the shit fast, but I think that's the issue with the world nowadays. I think men are becoming more like females, and females are becoming more like women. And I think you kind of start seeing stuff like that. Like you start seeing like men like, bro, I'm not about to, I'm not about to dig this or do this like physical activity to take care of my girl, and vice versa. I think like women are so struck into prove like, okay, I can do everything a nigga can't do. I'm not focused on. No, I'm sorry. I can do everything a female. I can do everything a nigga can do. I'm not focused on anything a nigga can't do. So I think that's the issue with the world. Like it's like, okay, I can do this. I can take care of household. I can do that. I'm not saying a female can't do stuff like that, but as two heads, you know what I'm saying? As a man, you need a female to do things that a woman that you can't do. She's adding value to what you have. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, that's the thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like imagine, you know what I'm saying, it's like two sailors, two chiefs, things like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying one position is important than the other one, but I'm saying if both of us going for that chief position, somebody gonna get fucked over. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, instead of like, okay, hypothetically, I'm the chief. You know what I'm saying? I do A, B, and C. You helping me with A, B, and C. You bringing so much value to what I do that I couldn't run A, B, and C without you. But I think females are more tailored to do things that like a man can do. You know what I'm saying? Instead of focusing on what a man can't do, and vice versa too. Right. I feel like a lot of dudes like nowadays, they like, okay, I'm worried about my nails. I'm worried about like, you know what I'm saying, what type of outfit I got on. I'm worried about like what people think. You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga don't have to do much to do what they need to do. They just do what they need to do and keep it going. Like a female is like, okay, I'm worried about how I look, things like that. Not trying to be sexist or anything like that.
Yeah.
But you know, say it was back in the day, you could like rely on like, I don't give a fuck what's going on, like the movie Fences. I don't give a fuck what's going on in our situation. I'm gonna take care of my household. You know what I'm saying?
Take care of your household as a man.
A female had that stability. Like, okay, regardless of what this nigga do, not saying it's right or wrong, this nigga gonna take care of his household. This nigga house ain't gonna do shit like that. And on the movie Fences, you paid attention to it. This nigga, he cheated on his wife. Not saying I'm agree with anything what he did, cheating on his wife. But he told his wife, I was gonna give us a fence. I don't give a fuck what's going on. I'm gonna give us a fence. They're not speaking to each other. This nigga out saying rain, storm, thunderstorm, fucking earthquake. This nigga out there building a goddamn fence, like he said, like, you know what I'm saying, like a man said he was gonna do. And he's taking care of his family, regardless of what the fuck he do. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I agree with what he did, but he took care of his family. And I felt like a lot of females don't have that option to talk to a guy that take care of their family and things like that. So that makes them have to go outside of their bag or outside of their comfort zone to do A, B, and C. Now they're the breadwinner. They doing A, B, and C. And that's when the conflict comes, when you have a guy that want to do A, B, and C, but she was already doing A, B, and C. So now y'all colliding, you know what I'm saying? Because men aren't men like how they're supposed to, and women aren't women like they're supposed to. I really think this issue really started because men weren't doing what they were supposed to. But, honestly, go ahead.
I don't think men got a chance to.
So
I say that they did, but you got to understand, like, talking, like, hypothetically, let's say that, you know what I'm saying, I'm saying this, y'all all got a daughter. She's 21, 22, 23, talking to a nigga. You know what I'm saying? This nigga shows potential, but don't necessarily shows that he have that type of, you know, ambition in him, that work ethic. Are you going to tell your daughter, hey, you should check this nigga out? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to tell him to go with someone more stable? You know what I'm saying? I know I'm going to tell my daughter, I'm going to keep it with more nigga that more stable. Not saying that we understand the situation better, not saying, you know what I'm saying, that person's working towards their goals and things like that is the best option, but we don't know now. All I know is I need somebody that can take care of my daughter and hold her down. You know what I'm saying? So you tell them to get to something more stable or things like that, because 70, 80%, you know what I'm saying, that female ever already talked to somebody, a working process, you know what I'm saying, nigga, you know what I'm saying, and he didn't do what he was supposed to do. He was like, yeah, man, I'm trying to work on this rap career. I'm doing this little job on the side, but A, B, and C. And half the time she get pregnant with this nigga leave her. And those are the same females we bash. Like, oh, well, now you want a good nigga because A, B, and C. But she didn't even know that this nigga was a bad nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know this nigga was going to leave his damn son and or daughter behind. I didn't know he was going to do A, B, and C. You know what I'm saying? So at what point, what do we take responsibilities for that action? Damn, I went on ramble just now. Somebody start talking.
Yeah, my boy.
Ben's trying to get in there.
Nah, what I was about to say was it's more complex than we understand. Like, it's like, all right, so the reason why you how you brought up back in the day how men and women, how the households ran? Yeah. All right, so around like the 80s, what was it, Ronald Reagan, you know, the crack era?
Mm-hmm. And around that, Color Purple.
It was that seed planted. If you want to have more power or take over something, you have to weaken it first.
Yes.
You know, like all the war, all that blah, blah, blah. But my thing is, so the biggest goal is to get that strong black foundation male out of the household. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? By taking him, showing him a lifestyle that we know we're going to get him for, and then pulling him into the system. Now she's out there to raise that young man.
Yeah.
A woman can take care of a man, but she can't, you know what I'm saying? She can raise a man, but she can't raise him to be his full potential because it takes a man.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, and man, my TV came on back there.
Now you good. We can hear you. Your voice a little bit off, but we can hear you.
Dio shit muted.
Mine muted?
No.
What's the note he doing? He good.
Oh.
Yeah, you good.
You know how to work a computer.
So what I was saying was, man, right? What they're doing now with our children are planting that seed once again. Exactly. It's not crack no more. People already know, that's nasty. Or you know, even with the hip hop community, where all they talk about is pills and this, that, and the third. Pretty much everything that's going to derail you from being that billionaire. Believe it or not, drugs cost money. They got these kids wanting to be rappers so they can go get drugs. So what they do is they give them all this money and they give all that money right back.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
Go right back in the system.
They're dropping these gender gender swap seeds, and some people are picking it up. And the best way to do it is to get that hip hop urban community involved in it. Because guess what? Hip hop is the leader of trends.
Yep. Damn,
you
bro,
know what I'm saying?
Like, my bad. I meant to cut you off, but I feel like me and you could have a good conversation, bro. You got on this podcast ain't nothing to speak but damn facts and knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Everything I agree on. You know what I'm saying? I can't really speak for them. I see Wilson shaking his head. You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you really going in, bro. I appreciate it.
And mind you, I'm not, this is like PG-13 talk, because I understand, this is your platform. I respect your platform out, and I ain't gonna go off. You know what I'm saying? Have you go viral for the wrong reasons. But
hey, fuck it. Canvas Sam, you did it.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, it's bigger than what it's bigger than Dwyane Wade's son. They just see Dwyane Wade a 6'4", 6'5" dude. If he says it's okay for his son to be gay, maybe more black men will agree. Yeah, my son can do that too. That's the wrong answer. Point blank. You ain't tricking nobody. You ain't. And then even look at his mannerisms. Let's just keep it 100. Look at Dwyane Wade's mannerism. Ever since he got with Gabrielle Union, which you know what I'm saying, not talking down on his wife or nothing like that, but she's from that cloth, that Los Angeles, that city of Los Angeles cloth.
Was she the female that said that she was going to take her sons and tell them not to talk to light-skinned girls because she feel like dark-skinned girls are better or some shit like that? I might be wrong.
I don't know. I don't know, but that's it. But even if she was, hypothetically, say she did say that, right? So you telling your kids they can't talk to light-skinned girls, but you're telling them they can change who they are.
Yeah.
God don't make no mistakes.
Yeah.
If you a man, if you born a boy, you a boy.
Yeah. If we are trying to like put a preference in our kids and things like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously as a kid, you grow up to what we, you know what I'm saying? You grow up to, you know what I'm saying, what we know and we like. Let's say hypothetically, a kid who has a dad and mom that don't work, they just living off welfare and stealing or some shit like that. That's the 9 out of 10. What the fuck is he gonna do? 60 or 70% chance. So you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that what they're doing is wrong, but they grow up to what they know. Now, hypothetically, you know what I'm saying? Hypothetically, this kid bypass all this stuff. Like, okay, you know, my dad talked to a female. I see females. I talk to females. I don't like the shit. I'm about to talk to another nigga or some shit like that. That's okay. But you have to give them the chance to damn make that decision. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can't say you're 11 years old. You're going to do this and that and third. Because your brain hasn't fully developed. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's the same thing like that. Like, you can't just say, okay, I'm rich, so I'm going to make this a trend, which is I feel like they're doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like most rich actors do, because they don't have the same problems we do. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, hypothetically, all us think back when we were 7, 11 years old or some shit like that. We tell our parents some shit like, get the fuck out of my face. I got some bills that I need to take care of. You know what I'm saying? Right. But they don't have that same problems, which is the same reason rich people, I feel like, they do dumb shit like, oh, we're going to hike on this mountain during damn avalanche seasons and A, B, and C and up the shit because they don't have any real problems. Nigga, you know what our parents are worrying about? I walked down and my dad damn looking at damn. He's like, damn, how the fuck I'm going to pay these goddamn bills? I seen this nigga damn candlelight at the damn dinner table looking like, damn, the fuck I'm going to pay these bills? You know what I'm saying? And as a kid, you like, damn, bro, I want to help this nigga pay these bills or I need to help do whatever the fuck he's doing. But when you don't got no problems, you look for problems to damn that's not there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm a nigga, but I feel like that I should be a female. So I'm about to go against everything they did. Not saying anything's wrong with that, but you don't have any real problems to go against. So that's why as an 11-year-old, you think that your opinion not necessarily matter, but you think that you have the full brain function to say A, B, and C about yourself. Let that kid develop. he gets 18, 21, however age, then he can damn choose what the fuck he want to. I'm not saying not support the kid and no shit like that, but as you know what I'm saying, as a male, you have your job to raise your kid as a certain way. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. I take care of the women. I hold door open for women. I do A, B, and C. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I feel like I was going to Remo, especially everybody start looking down. But I'll let somebody else speak.
I just started thinking. I was like, what you said, it was resonating with me. And then on top of that, I thought about the Bruce Jenner dude. That was his name, Bruce Jenner?
Yeah.
Kylie Jenner.
The one that wanted to be a woman?
Right.
Yeah.
He like 70, 80 years old, right? And even he was indecisive about his decision to switch.
That's right. That's right. Right.
So if you got a grown old man with kids, grandkids, et cetera, who really don't know what he want to do, how could you allow a child to make that grown-up decision that a grown-up can't even make?
Who brain hasn't developed, who haven't experienced life far enough to understand what the fuck they doing. That's the only issue I got about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at yourself or you take a deep look, you be like, damn, bro, how many times I changed careers? Because you don't know what the fuck you like, because you haven't experienced that shit. Like, nigga, when I was growing up, I was like, hell yeah, bro, I'm gonna be a police officer. Then I grew up, I was like, damn, bro, I'm gonna be a nurse. Then growing up, I was like, bro, I'm gonna be like a film editor or some shit like that. Now I'm trying to do anything that make me money and don't cause anybody else harm. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand how the world works. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that's the same as a sex change, but it is the same as a sex change. You don't know exactly what you want. You haven't been with enough males and or female to understand what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, you haven't understand the problems of talking to a female, or the cons and pros of talking to a male. You haven't experienced that shit. I don't know the shits, but I know them as 11-year-old. You didn't experience that shit either. 13, my bad. However the fuck old he is. You know what I'm saying?
And then too, so on the clip, Dwyane Wade was like, he looked to his whoever she was to him at the time when he was 3, and he said, "What if?" Is life and death in the tongue. You know what I'm saying?
And
He could have easily, my bad.
Nah, go ahead.
He could have easily manifested that into his son's life by just even having that thought.
Oh, you know about manifest? Oh yeah, we need to have a talk after the podcast, bro. But
you know what I'm saying? Like, he could have easily, me and my wife was laying in the bed, or his girlfriend or baby mama, whatever he called her at the time. I can't remember, so I'm not quoting him. You know what I'm saying? I'm just paraphrasing. And the gist was, we looked at our son at the age of 3 and we asked, what if? What if he's gay? How would I feel? And now he's living it out. Because you know, laws of attraction, when you think so hard about certain things, you send out those vibrations
that
or whatever.
Shit comes forward in your life.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or if you're biblical, you can speak things into existence.
Exactly. Which is
same thing, different concept.
Which is most people are careful about, like, you know what I'm saying? Most people are conscious like what they tell other people, because damn, I also believe in like law of attraction, stop people from, like, you know what I'm saying, you taking your abilities and your skills, your law of attraction, to stop other people's dreams, because that's all you know. You know that you can achieve this shit, so you stop somebody else from achieving that shit. So my bad. That's just the whole ramble, man. We gonna talk after this podcast, bro. I promise you that. Go ahead.
So one thing I just thought about too, because like as you talk, I know I'll be looking around, but I'm actually consciously and subconsciously consuming what you're saying at the same time, simultaneously. You know what I'm saying? So what I was thinking about was Kanye West. A lot of people don't understand Kanye. They think he's crazy. And the crazy thing is, a lot of times, crazy is accuracy. Because it's going against the norm. That's why they think, oh, that dude's crazy. It's not that he's crazy. He's just thinking from a different angle or a different perspective. He see life different. Now, Kanye West said he think he's a god. Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He didn't say, I'm God. He said he thinks, or he associates himself as being a god. And when you look at the Bible, it says God made men in the image of who? Himself. So God made us in the image of him, and he's a God. Not saying that we are God,
Right.
but that means we have more power than we know. That's why they say the mind is a terrible thing to waste, or the mind is so powerful. And it goes back to those manifestations, and you know what I'm saying? Watch what you say, because once you put it out there, it's out there. Now the universe takes it. And that's why I say this topic is a lot deeper than what we have time to explain.
Exactly.
But the woke person gets clowned and stuff like that. Like me, I'm not woke. I'm just not stupid. I'm very knowledgeable. I educate myself. I read up on things, and then I bounce it back to my religious beliefs. Laws of attraction, speak things into existence. Okay, something's right. All right, next topic. Let me go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I balance back and forth just to stay, you know what I'm saying? Just to stay at that level of understanding. But a lot of people, they'll hear some like, yo, that's crazy. Now that don't sound right. And they out of there because they don't know, they don't understand it, they don't care to take the time to learn.
Right.
And that's why we have situations like now. Dwyane Wade, if you ever see this, you can support your child the best by teaching them self-love.
The bad thing is though,
God damn it.
He know that shit himself, but I don't think he really care. He have an agenda to push. But I mean,
right. He gonna push it. He gonna push it. Somebody's paying that man, man. I'm telling you.
Co-host said, "God damn it, we need to start wrapping this stuff up." So I'm gonna let you go ahead and get your like final thoughts off. And after that, we're gonna read a couple of comments from the the chat, and then we out of here, man. We don't get me wrong, bro. I don't even care if we have to do like a part 2 of this episode, bro. We gonna keep talking on the shit, and I really would appreciate if you become a guest speaker. You know what I'm saying? We might have to give you your own drop or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or replace it with Bell, because I'm tired of looking at Bryson's picture. But you know what I'm saying? We gonna do what we need to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate you coming. I'll let you get your final thoughts off. I would like Wilson to read off the chat, because you know what I'm saying? Wilson got that voice foot, and then we gonna get up out of here, right?
Hey yo, let them get off.
Get off your shit, nigga.
So definitely appreciate you guys for having me, man. This is my first time doing something like this. So, you know what I mean? Hopefully my camera and everything is good. I got my little green screen back there.
That was what I say. Quick question. That's the green screen, nigga?
Yeah.
God damn. He got a piano in the background. I thought this nigga was about to come on that shit and start playing Beethoven. He's
this is definitely green screen. I just woke up. You know what I'm saying?
Good shit. You know what I'm saying? I felt you was definitely the highlight of this episode. Anything anybody else got to say, including you? You know what I'm saying?
Man, I really appreciate you coming on, man. I appreciate everything you said. We know you got 4 kids, and you really helped out, you know what I'm saying, giving your speech on what you got to, you know what I'm saying. Everybody got their own different views of this situation. So I'm glad, you know what I'm saying, you brought in what you had going on. Anything else you gotta say, let us know. Shout you out, you know, so people can get your
Instagram tag.
You know, if they want to, do features with you or whatever and stuff like that, let them know.
Pretty much the only thing I'm really on big heavily right now is my YouTube. But you can also check out my old EP. I dropped it a little while ago, and I'm actually working on 2 brand new projects. One is called Love's Confusing Quilt. And the other one is actually an acronym for Bible, but instead of it being best instructions before leaving Earth, it's best investments before losing everything. And it kind of ties into the now. Like we get it, we can read Revelations, but we don't understand that old English. And no matter how much times they translate it, we could teach better about the times we're in now by going off of the new, which is the technology. You know what I'm saying? So like next time I'm on, I'll give you guys a rundown. I actually have little pieces you guys can play if y'all want to. Whoop whoop.
Yeah.
But definitely, man. If you want to reach out to me, you can just reach me on my email. It's strebelzstudio@gmail.com. That's STREBELZSTUDIOENT@gmail.com. And yeah, man. if you're an unsigned artist or you a working artist, you know what I'm saying, sign to something, man, just hit me up and we could definitely make something happen. And if you just want to chop it up, talk or whatever, you know, to where we can actually speak, you know, just hit me up or whatever. Because I know, like I said, I appreciate Donnie for allowing me on this platform, but I had to be respectable within the limits. You know what I'm saying? So I can't speak, I couldn't talk like I wanted to talk, but you know, definitely thank you guys for having me once again.
No, thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna have you on more episodes, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mike,
Just so you
I
know.
know he is. I'm just saying he wasn't speaking nothing but real shit to me.
Yeah.
So shit, we might give him his own backdrop soon. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's gonna be the band show, goddamn. It's gonna be the band show.
So, we ain't gonna hold you up, man. Appreciate that shit. Salute. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk offline. I feel like damn, we got a lot more topics to talk about, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, man. And hit these comments from the audience, and then after that, we gonna get up out of here, man.
All right, bet, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate that.
All right, man.
All right, yo. So again, like I want to say thank you. Like I couldn't even say much. Like you, Hammond, and Bell, y'all was like speaking like very educatedly about like the topic, and y'all was like expressing yourselves. So like me personally, this is like an episode for me, just like sitting and listening to get like a different perspective about everything. Because like I think how I think, but like it's also good to hear from someone else how they think and like how you articulate yourself. Like I thank you. Like I thought about it like a certain type of way, but then like when you came in, you brought it to your perspective and you incorporated like religion and like how like I want to call it like a philosophy, but like I don't want to use that word, but my vocabulary is not extensive, you feel me? So I got to use that with words I know to like express to how you express it to me. So like I really appreciate you, man. Like that was some good shit. Like, and I hope like you really do come on like later episodes so we can have like someone like you, because like we know what we know, but like you know like a lot of shit, and like you can like articulate shit and say things such type of way and make us like look at it like a different type of worldview. And like say like if myself I didn't agree with anything you said, but it's just the simple fact that you can express yourself how you did that, like that. And I feel like it doesn't matter like if you feel some type of way or I feel some type of way or she or he feels some type of way, like it's all about understanding, you feel me? But we have to be able to like understand and respect everyone's opinion.
Yeah.
And like no matter like what whoever feels, I agree with you. Let me throw that in, like you know what I'm saying? Like I like what you said. But it's all about like understanding and like respecting everybody's opinion. Because like everybody has a right to say how they feel and what they think. It doesn't matter like who's right, wrong, he say, she say, anything. Like we just have to understand and respect where everyone's coming from. And I really appreciate you because with what you said, like nobody should ever have a like problem with what you said or how you said it. But like it's something like you said something, so like we understand where you came from because you didn't just like come out like, yo, this is how it is. You were able to express to everyone who's watching the podcast on about. You feel me? Yeah,
I got
it. Don't worry.
And I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Not trying to piggyback on what Wilson said, but yeah, man.
Yeah, my back, man.
I think no, you good, man. I feel like you're gonna become a like occasional host to the point that you're not even a host. You know what I'm saying? Like you just like a regular or some shit like that. Because I really appreciate your opinion. I agree with like probably 99, if not 100% of everything you said. I feel like we can have a conversation off the shit. But I ain't gonna like, get in too much of that shit. But I really appreciate, I don't know what the topic on the next episode be, but you've like, come through, you know what I'm saying? Say you'll speak. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let Bell or Wilson speak on like, you know what I'm saying, on comments and things like that. Judging by how Bellamy scratching his forehead, I'm gonna let him speak on the comments too, since he itchy all of a sudden. So you know what I'm saying?
Like, we talked about the comments as they came through the podcast and everything. So like
like, pretty good.
So we try to play
DMX out of here.
Let's get up out of here, man.
Real quick, I want to say what my boy Joseph David Fleming said, my homeboy. He's like sex arms aren't literally pretty much pre-developed yet, so they don't really know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So he always do his thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving him a shout out. It's my homeboy.
Shout out Dario, bro.
Dario Brooks, but he was putting on the whole podcast, man, in the comments.
So
yeah, we're gonna bring him in one time, let him say his spiel. You know, he got some shit to say too. So we're gonna do that too one time. Y'all let us know. Y'all want to be on the podcast? Let us know. Y'all share, like, subscribe to our YouTube. Help us out, man.
Comment too.
Definitely tell us a comment or what y'all want, you know what I'm saying, on the next topic or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? We just be I know we look professional, but we just be scrambling for shit. You know what I'm saying? So y'all hit us with a hard topic, but we can change that to a whole episode. You know what I'm saying? Enough people vote. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Y'all do what y'all need to do. You know what I'm saying? But everything, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no much yourself. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the host, appreciate the co-host, appreciate everybody damn being here to believe in us. You know what I'm saying? So keep in mind, we're going to keep talking till damn Bell finish that wine, but you know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, Bell, play that theme music so I'll go ahead and send us out of here, man.
Yep.
Oh, I'm going to play the DMX, you know what I'm saying, since he died. You know? Yeah, so I'm playing Slipping, you know what I mean? Hey, Ben, thank you again, man. See you soon. Hey, y'all listen to this smooth DMX, man. Rest in peace to the GOAT, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the man, the legend.
I can't get up, hey yo, I'm slipping. I can't get up, hey yo, I'm slipping. Got to get up, get back on my feet, rock, cheers. I've been through mad different phases, like Mason, to find my way. And now I know that happy days are not far away. If I'm strong enough, I'll live long enough to see my kid doing something more with the times than fate. I know, I've been there. Now I'm in there. Sit back and look.
You know what?
It took for me to get there. First came the ball. Mama, she got on some
you gonna get goddamn flag on YouTube, what?
Nah.
They gonna mute the whole. Hey, they gonna mute the whole. They gonna mute the whole. The whole thing.
We'll edit it out.
I say, bro, they gonna end the whole thing. Hey, baby, you just gonna see us talking.
Bro, let me go ahead and send us out.
All right.
Yo. All right. This has been another episode of Refined Foolishness. I'm your host, Donnie, along with Bankroll Cuts and Joshua. Shout out to our guest speaker, Micro Biz. Go ahead. Yep.
Shout out to him.
We gonna tag his page and everything in the description. So make sure y'all go and show some love. All right. Without further ado, we out.
See y'all later.
Yep.
Damn nigga, have me take